It's just things that you go through. When you go to all eyes on me, they bifocal. I hit your block like I'm pop. I'm bi-coastal. Fuck what you do what you supposed to.
It's your go-to guy, Pete Cologne, and this is the Go2GUY Report. Today I have a special guest, longtime friend, longtime associate, longtime artist, entrepreneur, Miss Gypsi in the motherfucking flesh.
What's poppin'?
Welcome, Gypsi.
Oh my God, thank you for having me. This is incredible.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate you.
I don't want to be staying on my life the whole time.
That's so good. 2019, that's what we do.
That's what we do. This is the new video music box.
Definitely thank you live on the show for coming and for bringing the Cohiba. You can't put no loud in this, y'all. Y'all don't. This is not what you put loud in, alright? This you just taste this.
Love.
I'm gonna save this for when I'm on the beach in Panama.
Love. This that vacation joint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This when you celebrating life. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We call these the celebratory guys. Yeah.
So we're gonna get right into it.
Okay.
I've been seeing on your Instagram. What I love when you're on your Instagram, you're like, watch my stories. I love that. You're definitely always giving great stories. So I wanted to go right into what's the #1 theme of like your stories, because I don't want to give it away, but I check on it every day and I definitely learn a lot. So
oh my God.
What are your stories about, and what's the #1 theme of your stories?
Okay, so my stories have started to, I was trying to think about what I wanted my stories to be about, because honestly, I'm an artist, but I'm so much more than an artist. And I was trying to figure out like what did I want the people to know about me that they don't know about me. And one thing people always ask me when I was coming up was like, yo, how you be getting money, son? Like, what you be doing to get money?
You get to the bag.
I mean, enough to take care of my family. Look, I'm not rich by far, which I consider rich is to have hundreds of millions of dollars, but I'm well off. My kids are well off. They have trust funds, and I'm not worried about their future. This is what I said, right? And it's just because of the investments I make. So I was like, yo, like when I look around at some of my people, even my family members, I'm like, we're lacking in economic power. We love money, but we don't truly know how to make money. And what I mean make money, I even know people that know how to make money, but they don't know how to keep money.
That's what happens.
It comes in, it goes out. I got friends that get 50, 60K off an investment and they fucking just go buy a car. And I'm like, what? Like, no, bro. Like, if you're gonna do that, there's smarter ways to do it. And we're just like, as a people, we're not as informed. I can't do this shit. This is gonna have to, I gotta figure this. This holding the phone shit ain't gonna work for me. But no, I wanted to say, thank you, boo. I wanted to say that we as a people typically don't share with each other how we make money. We typically keep that information. Is it okay if my people come in?
Yeah, they go.
Thank you so much for that. That's my booski. Look at my baby. Come over here. Can you hang out with me? Can you sit with me? Come over here. Get a chair and come sit next to me. Look at my baby. Oh my gosh, so good to see you.
Well.
Hi, Will. So, what I was saying was, we typically, like growing up, we typically did not share how we made money with each other because it was just, we was afraid. It was a fear tactic because we were so used to not having money that when we did get money, we wanted to keep it. And the way to keep it was you shut your mouth. You don't let nobody know how you flipping and how you getting and all of that. But now that I'm an adult and a mother, I realize that that is a false sense of a way of being. You really need to share how you make money. And if you don't want to be direct and be like, I get my money like this, at least point people in the direction of how they can empower themselves and their families. So I started for me, I wanted to wake people up. So the first thing I did was I posted something about there's a gentleman that's running for president in 2020 who I think is amazing. I'm not saying I believe that he's godsend, but he has a really cool perspective when it comes to economic empowerment, and I really appreciate. You know what? You just sit like in there.
Good.
Okay. I posted, basically, in a nutshell, he was saying by 2054 that the African American household is going to have a $0 income. A zero. Not that we're going to have $50,000, $100,000. We're going to have zero. That means your kids, if you got kids, they literally are not going to make no money. Okay? And let's just be honest. If we want to talk about the drug game, the government is taking that over.
Definitely are.
Bomb. So what is that left for our people? What we going to do? What we going to do? What y'all kids going to do? What are you going to teach your kids?
And you posted a story about like the 5 jobs that will be obsolete.
Done.
Yeah, talk.
Hold on. So the first 5 jobs that are going to be erased is taxi cabs. So Uber will be irrelevant completely. They have self-driving cars. They're on the road right now, and that's going to take over all cabs. Truck driving. I got friends that got truck companies. Those are going to be wiped out. Okay? You're not going to be able to pass that down to your kids. Done. Okay? The people to stock people at the stores and stuff like that be stocking Walmart. Done. Oh, I posted a video of them. They already have in Walmart robots that stock the shelves that literally do everything that a human being can do. So basically, any job that's in the service industry is about to be wiped out completely. It's cashiers, right? All of that stuff is gone. When you go, look at it now. When you go to Walmart, how often do you go to self-checkout? I know I go to self-checkout because real talk, I get tired of people with attitudes. I get tired of people when you ask them a question, it's just like pulling teeth. I get tired of that. Like, when I spend my money, I'm being straight up because I give it. I don't gotta know you. If I see you, it's love. Because I have no reason to have no hate in my heart for any human being. Real talk. And I'm kind of an open book, in a lot of respects to that, that way. But a lot of our people, and I'm not talking about us, I'm talking about people in general, young people, they don't have respect. They don't value money. They look at everything as, I just gotta get fly. I love that too. I tell my brother right here, I love when people look good. I want everybody to look good. I want all y'all to look good. But I also want you to be financially conscious. And the way we do that is by investing in our future. So, okay, people are like, okay, what the fuck that mean? Like, invest in what? Okay, let's say you got no money to start. Let's say you do budget and you only got $50 a month. That's all you got to give. You want to know what you can start? A whole life insurance policy. Why? What is a whole life insurance policy? There's term life and there's whole life. Some jobs even provide term life policies. Those are horrible. Because when you either leave the job, that's over. So all that money you invested, if you didn't die while you was at the company, you don't get that money back. And then even if you invest in term life insurance policy on your own, that's only for a certain amount of time, and you can't pull no money out. But when you have whole life insurance policy, let's say you got a son, you want to open it for him, and you stacking $50 a month. Do not put your kids' money in a bank account. So I'm not talking to people that like, my kids got $15,000, and I'm just looking like, okay, cool. That means your kid ain't got no money because you gotta factor in 2% inflation every year. So by the time your kid is $20,000 is going to be nothing. So you're not even making money on the money you're saving for them. But if you put that money, for example, like I said, if you don't have a lot to spend and you want to start with whole life insurance is amazing. Let me tell you why. You put $50 a month for the next 5 years in whole life insurance. You find a property you want to buy. You want to open a business. You want to open your own business. Or your son says, Dad, I got a business plan. I want to open my own business. You go to your whole life insurance policy and you can pull that money out. You are allowed to do that. You can go to your money. Can you go to the bank account and do that and still have like a whole life insurance? No. If you pull $50,000 out of your bank account, you ain't got no money. Who want to live like that? I know I don't.
I saw something that it was like they'll let you like get into like hundreds of $1,000s of debt for school, but they won't give you a loan.
Ooh!
Start a business.
Hold on, let's talk about that. that a little bit, because what people don't know about these loans nowadays is that when you are a minority, which means Hispanic and Black, they push your interest rate up just because of the color of your skin. And that's because they don't want you to win. Real shit. You think I'm lying? Try it. Your interest rate going to be 8% and up. Oh, these white, excuse me, I don't mean to talk color, but this is our reality and what my people deal with. Your kids are graduating from college with so much debt. They don't have no credit. And then when they was in college, they spent they used credit cards because nobody taught them about it. Let me share something else you could do with your child. Let me share something else you could do with your child. Let's say you don't got credit. You like, yo, I ain't even got no credit. No problem. That's not a problem. There's a solution to everything. What you could do, if you want me to recommend, I can, because I went through it. Get you with a credit company that's going to clean up your credit. Nowadays, because the 3 credit bureaus have been reporting misinformation about everybody, you are allowed now to clean up your credit without them giving you beef. If you're uncomfortable cleaning up your own credit, I can recommend it like I said. And there's people out there who can fix your credit within 6 months to a year. Let's say we fix your credit 6 months to a year, right? We get your credit at a good place. We got you at later 6s, early 7s, middle 7s. 8s is magic. So that's a whole nother. You got to work for 8s. What we can do now is get you a secure credit card. We're going to start you with that. We're going to build your credit. $100, $200 line of credit. Nothing major. Spend that $100 because $100 could be spent in 1 week on groceries. But pay it back fully. When you pay it back in 2-3 months, what they're going to do is they're going to automatically increase your credit. My line of credit now is 10 grand and better because I do that. I'll spend $5,000 and then pay $5,000 back next month. They'll increase your line of credit, right? Once they increase your line of credit and you start getting into $1,000, $5,000, put your kid on your credit card.
Smart.
Under your credit card. And what are you doing? You building his credit. And then once you build his credit, we all eating, kid. Let me tell you something. If you want to go to your son, let's say your sister, your mom, and everybody, y'all ain't really seeing eye to eye, right? Because it be like that in families. Don't worry. If you got kids, you're going to manifest it in them. Right. So you're going to take young man, you're going to build his credit up. We're not opening up Macy's cards in his name.
Yeah, I don't even put the cable in his name either.
We're not putting ghosts.
Yo, what we doing?
Yo, real talk, you don't need cable. We got YouTube, we got Google. All the stuff I'm saying, if you don't believe me, if you can like, this shit, that can't be real. Research it on your own, my guy. I'm doing it myself, okay? And instead of putting your kids' money in a savings account, you're going to take that money and you're going to invest it in their life insurance. You're going to invest it in a credit card for them. If he wants a video game, no problem, son. Hey, you know what this is, son? Start talking to him about it. You know what this is? He's going to be like, no, just money. You know, they don't understand, but teach them. Young man, this is a credit card. This is going to make you rich in the future. Because in the future, it's all credit. Cash is not king. I don't care what nobody tell you. And I'm going to tell you why cash is not king. Because I could go on forever with this stuff. If I go and you want to buy a house. We want to buy the same house, this mansion right here, boom, right? This mansion, it got about 6 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, right? If my credit is in the 800s and your credit is 540, I'm going to get that same house with a 3% interest rate. You're going to get that house for a much higher interest rate. I'm going to be paying $600 or $700 just to live in this mansion. You're going to be paying $2,500 because your credit, you could be a millionaire. You could have all the money in the world. If your credit ain't right, my guy, you're living, it's like you're giving away free money to some. Who gives away free money? I'm not giving nobody free money. So if all you telling me, all I got to do is fix my credit, maintain it, and I F it up, that's all I got to do. And I'll get this house right here for 3%. And I got one more jewel for you. Let's say, for example, you build your credit, you go get you a house under FHA loan because you're a first-time home buyer. You can put no money down on your house. Live in that house for a certain period of time, refinance it. Guess what you can do? Pull out $50K and go buy another property. Listen, I promise y'all this is all real. And the only reason I'm saying this is because I want everybody to start eating. I want everybody to start winning. I want us to start.
Make sure y'all follow. Make sure she's always putting this.
I'm always putting this information out. I don't just promote me as an artist. I promote me as a human being. I promote me as a mom. I promote me as leaving a legacy for these little ones. Because I promise you, these Jordans and all of that we buy kids don't mean. I be laughing sometimes. I be like, oh, you know, some of my friends, I be like, oh, okay, they spent $5,000 on a party for their kid, but their kid got no investments for their future. If your shorty come to you when he's 14 and he like, because these kids are getting smarter. And if he come to you and he say, Mom, I got an idea for a business, you ain't got no money to give your kid, bro. Your daughter. But you got lavish parties? Yo, let me tell you something. First of all, they don't even need that. Alright? Real talk, they don't need that. If my mom had left me $2 bonds, my son got $2 bonds. For his birthday, somebody gave my 3-year-old son 3 $2 bonds. You know how much that's going to multiply in the future? You think I'm going to spend that? I could be broke today. My lights could be turned off, and I won't spend his $2 bonds because I need his future to be set. You see what I'm saying? Real talk. Start setting up your kids. It's nothing wrong with watching TV, but you need to balance it. If you're watching an hour of TV, make sure you're spending an hour and a half to 2 hours equally researching the best credit cards that get you the best rewards. On my American Express, I don't want nobody to think that I'm lying because I have a lot of great credit cards because I built my credit up, okay? I promise you. I'm only going to show you this. Don't be stealing my numbers, bro. Not you. Okay? I got American Express. Let me explain something to you. The only reason, and I have 2 of them. I have a platinum one at home that I don't use, and I'm going to tell you why. This one I use, and I use for groceries, gas, specifically certain things, because I get cash back on it. So every time I spend money, I'm making money. Bro, you telling me, so I'm making money, hold on, let me get this straight. I'm making money on spending money. I'm building points. They're giving me a higher line of credit every month. And I get to buy stuff, flip cars if I want to, like buy a new car when I want, and pay little to nothing down. If you want to live the good life, start with your credit. That's all I'm going to say. Start with your credit. Self-preservation. We got to take care of ourselves. We getting older. We getting older, bro. Some of us look young, but we headed into our 40s. Real shit. We got to start setting up real legacies for our kids.
Well, for the ones tuning in, let them know where they can find you. Let them know how they can follow you. You know what I'm saying? We're going to wrap up in a little minute.
Okay.
I appreciate everybody that's showing the check-in on both joints.
Yes.
But please make sure, if y'all following on my live on the Cypher City, make sure y'all follow her Gypsi, GYPSI.
Yeah, so it's Gypsi. It's Gypsi, so it's ITS and then GYPSI, not Y, it's I. Because it starts with yourself. That's why I chose the I, but that's different. But I do have music, and we've always been passionate about our music. Definitely. We came up together.
Rapathon days.
Rapathon days. And shout out to everybody, because I saw John a minute ago. He was on here.
Yeah, I saw a couple people on there.
Listen, I promise you, I'm not a judgmental person, like in terms of thinking I'm better than anyone. I promise you that. So like if you hit me up, it's just about like you gotta be willing to be real with yourself and start where you at. Cause we all been there. Like nobody gave me this information. I had to go out there and figure it out on my own. And our parents don't know. It's not that they don't want to give it. Sometimes our parents really just don't know. Our parents don't know about these things. And if they did, they didn't know how valuable it was. But now we need to know how valuable it is so that we can give it to them. Because listen, 2054, they said African American households won't be 0. You know why? Because all the jobs we typically have, which are in the service industry, are getting eliminated. That's real. Whether you like, sorry, my love, whether you like it or not, it's happening. All right? And you don't want that to be your kids homeless or, or in some dire situation that will break your heart. So just start slow. If you want any information, if you need a company, if you're not sure, if you're scared, I ain't judging. I just want y'all to be honest so that you can level up. You can't level up by being comfortable being ignorant.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You can't be like, I'm good. If you're not good, you're not good. And that's okay. But let's get this money. And it's going to take time. Like I said, 6 months to a year, build that credit. Get that secure credit line. If you've never had credit, oh, you're perfect. Because you could just start with a secure credit card for me. And in 6 months, yes. And I'm working with a program now just so everybody knows to where I can start going in schools and having these conversations. Because these kids
do that with Hip Hop USA. We used to do the
it's time they know. It's not about a bank account, baby. This is bigger than that. Whole life insurance has been around for years, but how many of us never heard about this or never really understood it? In school, that 1 + 1 crap, that PH means fuck, means nothing. It's people that I know that speak no English getting bread. You ain't gotta speak English. Like all that they teach you in school, I'm telling you, it's an indoctrination. It's not real. Don't let these people lie to your kids, B. Don't let them lie about our history, about who we was, that we were slaves. We ain't just slaves. And hold up, if you want to talk slavery, look where we at now from slavery. And we lit. Colored people is lit. I'm telling you. You need to start loving yourself, start leveling up economically, and being a part of the future instead of letting it happen and you sitting by and you watching it because you want to be cool. It ain't cool being broke. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Gypsi in the flesh.
It ain't cool being broke.
Y'all Pete Cologne, this is the Go2GUY Report. Make sure y'all tune in. Make sure y'all check us out, CypherCityTv. Make sure y'all follow It's Gypsi, ITSGYPSI. Because like she said, it starts with you. It should Go2GUY Pete Cologne.
Pete Cologne.